All right, people, welcome back to the Finals of the podcast. I am Javon, and as you can see, I am not at home. I am currently in Jamaica, away on holiday, spending some time with family. That's why there's been a lack of match reviews and whatnot on my page because I did bring my recording equipment, but I've been on the go, going back and forth. So I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Everyone's been calling me out. And I don't mean actually calling me out as in tagging me, but yeah, I just could not upload a video given the circumstances and the state of the club at the moment. And where do we start? Enzo Maresca has departed from Chelsea Football Club. My initial reaction thought it was fake, but it is reality, people. There's been tensions between him and the hierarchy for a while now. Given his comments that he made in November regarding people at the club, him not being happy with certain people at the club, and before I get into all of that, let's talk about how we should feel towards this. And I'm in a moment of shock. I'm in a state of shock, but more so disappointment, because Maresca wasn't the biggest issue here. And my frustration with this is going to come from those fans that are saying if he didn't want to be here, good riddance, or he should have known what he signed up for. This man knew what he signed up for, got the club stable, got the club with a playing style that trickled down to the youth academy, got us stability, got us top four, got us Champions League football, won us 2 trophies, and got us thinking that we could compete at time. Yes, he has certain flaws. Yes, he has certain faults, but you're never gonna get a perfect manager. But he was the manager out of all of Blueco's appointment thus far that came the closest to having us win a major trophy. Right? With all that being said, it had gotten to a point where he realized that for us to win a major trophy, we needed game changers. We needed experience. And his most reliable defender got injured prior to the start of the season, and he requested a defender. He didn't get the defender. During the season, even when he figured out a defensive solutions because we were keeping clean sheets, he did ask the board for an elite attacker. There were multiple reports that came out at the time. He didn't ask for 2 or 3 signings. He asked for an elite attacker. He asked for an elite attacker because they didn't back up in the summer with something he needed. Right? The club bought Garnacho and Gittins, 2 backup players at best. They bought in João Pedro. Thought he could play as a striker. Turns out he can't play as a striker, so we only have the lap. Or attacking quality up front is meaty at best. And when a manager can curate tactics to win big one-off games, but can look at the bigger picture and say, you know what, while I can find a solution here, there, I cannot find a solution every week because the quality is just not there. For us to compete in these bigger competitions and for us to win these bigger competitions, we need consistent quality. It's okay to win these one-off games. It's fantastic to find a formula and a solution to win these one-off games. But there's gonna come games where the attacking quality just has to show and it's not there. And that's kind of what's been beating us bad, especially in that Aston Villa game. There's not a review for the Aston Villa game because I didn't get to watch the game live. I had to watch it after the fact. This manager created a system this is the final point I want to say here before I move on. This manager created a system, a style of play that will get us to create opportunities, but the quality of players we have in the final attacking third is not good enough to take advantage of those qualities consistently, and we cannot rely on Cole Palmer and an 18-year-old kid. So how do we improve on that quality? We stop signing mediocre players, we stop signing young players, we sign players of quality that we know can finish. And even if you're going to do the young players, why aren't we signing people like Dejidue, Etikite, players of that ilk? But the sporting directors didn't bring those in. So I guess my bigger point is Maresca was the last person to get sacked if you're going to do your sackings. The first person should have went would have been the sporting directors, Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart. And at this point, that's never going to change. So you know what side? Do you know what side of the ownership has to take on for this? It's the Egbali side. Because Todd Bowley brought in quality. Egbali brought in youth. And a few gems in the youth. You can't count Caicedo and Enzo because they were £100 million plus pound signings. You saw the quality in them from a mile away. So yeah, back to the whole Enzo Maresca getting sacked. The point that I was bringing up before, this shouldn't be. What doesn't sit well with me are fans that are going to say he knew what he signed up for. You can know what you sign up for, meet the expectation of what you sign up for, but at some point something's going to change. You cannot see the team has potential to do better with one or two more signings. Know the club have the money to make those one or two more signings and not go ahead and ask for it. So essentially what you're saying is Enzo Maresca knew what he signed up for. He should do what it is. If that's the case, then you should not expect him to bring home a major trophy, because with this philosophy, with this regime, we will never win a major trophy. And until they win a major trophy, I will not change my tune. Because how you're going to see that the team could potentially be two big signings away from bringing home a Premier League or a Champions League. But yet still, instead of giving him those two signings with a bit of quality squad depth, you in turn sign Garnacho and Gittins, which are essentially two backup players. You sign a Gerald Arthur that the coach doesn't trust. You don't work in tandem with the coach. You just sign what you sign, and the coach has to deal with what he has to deal with. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense. Maresca leaving leaves a bitter taste in the air. I don't know where we go from here, because here's what. This is so much deeper than Maresca leaving. Let's look at the pitch level before we go on, because they're just going to appoint another yes man. It's mid-season, right? It's mid-season. So first thing, manager going to come in and try and stabilize whatever mindset the players in, because I think some of the players love Maresca. 2, we're going to have to learn a new style of play. 3, the new manager is going to want his own players, and he's going to favor his own players within this squad. 4, if they go down the same route if they go down the same route regarding the manager route, regarding the whole manager field, it's going to be another developing manager. So we're going to go through these growing pains again, which will forever put us in the same situation, which means this club will never grow, which effectively means that we're a stepping stone club, not only for players, but for managers. It is very dark. It is very dark. There's gonna be a whole new host of players. There's gonna be a whole new staff. No new style of play. Players have to wrap themselves around. How is the new manager going to manage the Reece James and the Robbie Lavias, all our injury-prone players Who's to tell that when a new manager comes in and a new staff comes in, the injury improvement that we've seen of some of our players that were typically injury prone, they just go shot again. Reece James gets injury prone again. Fofana is not fit for the rest of the season now because of the new style of play. There's so much to sack in Enzo Maresca at this point in the season that it just doesn't make sense. The board has no accountability, and I think they're just power hungry at this point. I think they're on a power trip. It is dark days ahead for Chelsea Football Club. Dark days ahead for Chelsea Football Club. Once I'm back at my desk, once I'm back in my space, I will do a longer video on this. Match reviews, match reactions, the sideline view, all of that will be coming back. But for now, I am away. Enjoy the holidays, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. But just before I go, Enzo Maresca, wherever you are, good luck in the next role. I hope it's not City, so where we have to play you twice a season. And good luck to you. Thank you for all the memories. This is just crazy. But bless up, people. Catch you on the next one. We're gone.